Yo guys, welcome to
a little bit of the
Q&A.
Okay, that was just a terrible impression of the GOAT Chris Jericho. But yeah, this is a Q&A, and this has been requested for quite a while now. And I did ask for these questions a few weeks ago on my Instagram at @balafigs_UK. And yeah, I got quite a few questions that you guys want to find out the answers to, and I'm going to answer them in this video. I was going to film this with my camera and like do it in the ring, but I thought I would do like a version where I just show up pictures on the screen while I commentate over it. And the lighting's really bad, and a lot of the figures I don't have to do with questions, so I think this would be a lot easier just to do it on my computer and speak over it. But yeah, we have I think almost 20 questions to answer. But firstly, I just want to give you guys a bit of an update on Survivor Series. It is taking a while, but I really cannot wait to release it. Today I finished Black vs Edge vs Orton. That's the 5th match I've finished. Got 3 left. I'm going to start the street fight tomorrow, hopefully. It is War Games tonight at the time recording this. This might go out tomorrow, I'm not sure, maybe Monday. And then Survivor Series on Sunday, so I'll be awake. I'll be staying up for them. And obviously in the UK that means staying up till early hours of the morning. So I'll be sleeping in, and then the lighting goes. And yeah, the lighting's been really bad just because of the sunlight not being around and the horrible weather. So yeah, the picture quality has gone down a bit, but I think it's okay. I just really need to get it done, because it's not going to change anytime soon, especially heading into December, the weather that is. But yeah, let's head into your guys' questions. So we'll go for the first question. I'll have the question appear on the screen of who it's by on Instagram. So yeah, first question by George Pickering. What gave you the idea of Bryan joining Undisputed Era? And obviously this happened at BFW WrestleMania 3. I was just thinking, I really wanted a new member for Undisputed Era, and I knew we weren't getting a Roderick Strong for a long time, and that's actually out now. I'm waiting for that to hit the UK to get. You guys can probably guess where that's heading. You don't have to be super smart to work that out. But yeah, I was like, who has a similar moveset? Who has the right motivation? And I was building to a Bryan heel turn on Shawn Michaels. You guys remember in the Rumble, Bryan had returned in 2018, hadn't won all year. He asked for number 1 in the 2019 Royal Rumble, got really far, got eliminated by Shawn Michaels, who returned in that Rumble. But yeah, Shawn eliminated Bryan in that match, and then they tag teamed up to take on Undisputed Era. They lost, I believe, at Fall to Pieces. Then Mania, it was Cole versus Michaels, and yeah, Bryan was in his corner, and Bryan just, I've seen all this success Undisputed Era have had, and he just low blows Michaels. We haven't seen Michaels since. Bryan has been a champ since he joined Undisputed Era, and at Survivor Series he's going after the belt that he unfairly lost, he claims. So yeah, that was the idea I got for Bryan joining Undisputed Era, and he does lots of kicks. He has a similar moveset, lots of technical wrestling. So I thought he'd go well with like O'Reilly Fish. I really want to have him team up in a tag team match with Fish or O'Reilly. So I think that'd be really cool. So that answers that question. Next we have a question from my friend GSD_animations. He said Vendetta's return date, and I have had this question a lot. Vendetta, it was just a random character. I got this free figure from this guy on Instagram before he left. It was a custom of a anonymous Guy Fawkes figure with face paint, just a character, random character, like nowhere else to be seen, just not even a real life wrestler. But yeah, he squashed John Cena with BFW WrestleMania 2, I think it was. Yeah. And then he won the United Kingdom Championship and just wasn't seen since. And the kayfabe reason for that was because he was just on BFW NXT, which wasn't filmed. It was just like a thing where I said people came from. So if AOP got called up, they were from NXT, but which wasn't aired on Instagram or anything, because I didn't have the figures. So when I got the figures, that means they were called up. But hypothetically, they were just in NXT. So yeah, that's what that means. But Vendetta Return, honestly, the figure is just a mess. That's one of the reasons I haven't used it. I did like the character and everything, but after that John Cena match I realised this is going to be hard to pose. I think he squashed Tyler Bate and Jack Gallagher, so that wasn't good at Backlash 2018. So I think that's all I have to say about Vendetta. I don't plan on returning him soon. He's actually in the crowd full time. Let's just say he got fired for drug abuse. Let's just say that. But yeah. Ants_WWE_figures asked, how long does it take? I assume that means a show. I get this question a lot. It depends on the show, honestly. Survivor Series, for example, is probably going to be over an hour long, just because of the 5-on-5. I plan on that being about 20 minutes long, maybe 15. And then all the other matches. There are only 8 matches on the card, which is quite less for me for one of the big 4 pay-per-views, which is Rumble, Mania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam. Mania and SummerSlam are over an hour. This might be longer, this might be just below, but I am trying to improve the match quality. and how long they take. So yeah, that answers that question. Survivor Series is taking a while, obviously depending on the lighting, and I've been busy the past few days with other things, just more priorities. So yeah, I've got 3 matches left. Plan on filming it in a minimum 2 weeks. Start of December, I'm planning it to be out. Official _, mixed wrestling. Sorry, I know who you are, but the Instagram question thing just cuts off half the name. So official _ MCSWR. He said, most important thing in a Fed in your opinion. I think the lighting and just the posing is the most important. You can easily catch people up with a story and stuff with some text. That's why I usually leave the story in the description of each pay-per-view, like what's happened up to now, just to catch people up if they missed the last show, and a link to the last show. But I think if you don't have good posing and lighting, people are going to find it really hard to watch. So that's why lighting's been a big deal for me. I know mine was really bad at the Rumble this year, because obviously that was filmed at this time of year, like winter time. So that was annoying. Hopefully the Rumble's a bit better this year. That's if I can get it out and my channel doesn't get shut down due to YouTube's new terms of service. But yeah. So most important thing is lighting and commentary. Not commentary, lighting and posing. But commentary is in the next question by the same guy. Thoughts on commentary in a Fed? I think it's good if you can do it effectively. I do like MDT's commentary. Really like his shows with it. I think the commentary is really engaging. But I've seen some people just suck at it. I did it 2 years ago. I sucked at it. Maybe I've changed since then. But I'm not really a good speaker, so I don't think I'll be very good at that. But commentary, if you want to do that, that's fine. I personally prefer music, just so I can zone out and watch the Fed and not be distracted. But I still respect commentary, and I like it when it's done right, as long as it's not Michael Cole or Renee Young on commentary. But yeah, so next question by the same guy. People you like to see more in the Fed? I'm not sure. Everyone just uses so many people. I like to use more in a Fed. Who do I think's underrated? I think I'd like to see like Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado used in the Fed, but obviously they've just had new figures come out. I could say a Buddy Murphy as well, but he's just had a new figure coming out. I'm honestly not sure who I would say. I'm just looking on my shelf right now. I think Ricochet. I see many people using Ricochet. I feel like not many people have debuted him yet. I did at SummerSlam because it was the right time. I'm not sure. It just depends on who you're into. I suppose maybe Rey Mysterio. I do like Rey Mysterio posing around. Andrade, people use him a lot. I just have no idea how to answer that question. I'll just say Grand Metalik because he's really underrated. Khalil Scottish and then the question cuts it off. Can you have a Raw or SmackDown where the fans choose what happens? I was planning on doing this like a Cyber Sunday. If you guys remember Cyber Sunday, the one that comes to mind when it's Cyber Sunday 2007 or around that time, because I had that on DVD and I used to watch it a lot. I only used to have DVDs of wrestling. I used to get ones that my brother had and he had that one. But yeah, that's where people like vote. So I may do like on an Instagram poll, who do you want to see face a certain person? So for example, who do you want to see face Dolph Ziggler at Royal Rumble for the Intercontinental Championship, Gargano, or say someone like Cassius Ohno or something? I'll just put that up and then you guys decide. So maybe that. If you guys want that, let me know in the comments. TW_wrestling said, what are your top 5 figures to pose with? I'll just name this real quick. Kyle O'Reilly, Cassius Ohno based off recent ones, AJ Styles, Ricochet and Ali. They're just 5 that came to my mind. They're really fun to pose. Just look at these other questions. What's your least favourite part? I guess that means a Fedden by Dinnick Customs. Probably just the time it takes. Like today I woke up at 9 a.m. I woke up at 7 actually, and then I watched SmackDown, I think, the highlights, and then by the time I got up I had a cup of tea. I think I had 2 actually. I didn't eat breakfast or lunch until like 3 p.m. I think, because I was Pickering from 9 till 1, and then by the time I got to there I finished the match. I finished Black Orton Edge, and by the time I got to them I just didn't feel like eating, and I was saving myself for War Games tonight, so I cannot wait for that. I'll actually be able to eat. So yeah, and then yeah, so that the least favourite part is probably just the time it takes. I do love doing it because it gives me a reason to collect the figures. I don't know what I would do with the figures if I didn't do a pick fed. I don't know what I would do. I'll probably sell them all, honestly. I don't know. I don't really see the point of displaying them. I don't like playing with them that much. Maybe just do an Instagram fed, I guess. If YouTube shuts my channel down, that's probably what will happen. So, but yeah. TW Wrestling also said, if you could put anyone outside of WWE that's not already in your Fed, who would it be? I'll go Phoenix, Pentagon, the Lucha Bros, the Young Bucks. Definitely want to get them in at some point. Ospreay, nah, I'm not a big fan of Ospreay, honestly, even though he's great in the ring. Okada, definitely. So yeah, that's it. Okada, Young Bucks, Lucha Bros, Proud and Powerful from AEW, Orange Cassidy, definitely, that would be hilarious. Maybe some other guys from AEW. AEW are such a stacked roster. Sammy Guevara, MJF, Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Page I would love to have. I love his buckshot lariat. That's one of my favourite moves right now. But yeah, so NXT_12 said, how long does it take to do one match? Again, I've already answered that. Depends on the match. Aussie Figs also asked the same question. Brady Torp said, I might get the RVD, but can I get it cheaper? Too bad. I sold it in a bundle for almost £100. Let's go. Yeah, I sold a bunch of figures for some money that I didn't need, including the RVD. So sorry, I'm sure you can find one on eBay of that high man. So yeah. Sir Lols the Third said, how long do you leave a picture on the screen? I assume that means how long each picture of a pic fed is on. I use 0.8 seconds. I think 1 second's too long. I think anything below that is too slow, so I use 0.8. I used to use 1 second a lot. Then I found out how to change it. I actually asked, I think it was Harrison or Fernando Wang on Instagram. I asked him what he uses because I like that, and he said he 0.8. So I was like, oh, I'll try that, and I really like using 0.8 seconds per frame. So yeah. Jacob360 said, what was your favourite match you did? I'm not I've really liked filming the ladder match at Survivor Series. Jerry Bull Undisputed Era, look out for that match. I really liked filming that match. But ones that you've seen, I loved filming AJ Balor at Bad Blood. I also love filming the Rumble match, even though it was pretty bad. I plan on this year's being a lot better with better lighting. So yeah, I'll just say those. I can't wait to film Punk Alley as well, because that's got a big story behind it. I think people are excited for that one. The 5-on-5 should be a mess, but I can't wait to film it at the same time, because I haven't attempted to film in a 5-on-5, because last year I did Survivor Series on Instagram. Yeah, then we have a question from Jed Evans 11, who said, favourite pick fed you've ever made? Maybe Survivor Series will be up there. I say that about everyone, but probably SummerSlam up till this point, because the reception on it was so good, and I love filming all the matches. Apart from AOP, Undisputed Era, and what other matches? I can't remember. Some of the ones. Thomas Salmon asked, why doesn't Understudy, I assume means Undisputed Era, have SmackDown tag and NXT tag? This is a funny story. As you guys know, Undisputed Era debuted in BFW with the NXT Tag Team Championships, and that was just meant to be, they're the NXT Tag Team Champions from NXT, which isn't televised, and they've just brought them up with them. That was the real reason, was because I thought the belts were too beautiful to leave off camera, and I really wanted to use them instead of selling them or just leave them in the bin. And then I obviously wanted them to have the main tag titles when they beat the Usos at Money in the Bank. They lost the NXT NXT Tag Team titles against AOP at Unforgiven, I think it was, where the first fall was for the NXT tag titles, second fall was for SmackDown, and then AOP I think scrapped them, and then Undisputed Era just brought them back again because I just thought they were too beautiful. So that's on me for that bad booking. So yeah, now they're just belts that they wear just for extra gold. Maybe they'll get scrapped without telling anyone at some point. So yeah. Tom May 29 asks, how many picks for one match like your normal length matches? Love your Fed though, keep it up. Thank you. I actually don't know. I may do a pitch count at the end of Survivor Series. I assume it's mainly around 500, 600 for average match, sometimes 700 pitches, including entrances. So that's just a rough guess. So. And Madame Toys asks, what motivates you to film? Honestly, just... Okay, my dog just walked in. Thanks for interrupting me. Yeah, you sit there, that's right. He said, what motivates you to film? Honestly, watching the people's feds is really more motivating. Also, new figures coming out just makes me want to pose them more, as well as old great figures. And just having storylines and booking stuff better than WWE does. Well, I like to think that. But yeah, Jack Dynamite Figs asks, who would you bring in if Mattel made them? Again, Okada. Let me think. MJF, Hangman Page, all those guys I said before. Lucha Bros, definitely Young Bucks. Hans, is this the last question? Let me see. I think this is the last question. Han Solo said, have you ever watched WCFW? No, I don't even know what that is. I guess that's promotion. WCW, I may have watched a few clips, but not much. I didn't live through them. I don't think I was born when that was around. I think I was born the year WCW got defeated or something. I don't know. I don't even know what all happened there. But yeah, that is the Q&A over, guys. I apologise if you couldn't understand me at some point, because I do have a cold, I think. I tried to hold back the sniffs a bit. But yeah, leave any other questions you have below in the comments. Survivor Series coming soon. I'll answer those questions. I'll reply to you if you leave a question, definitely. But yeah, go check out Bad Blood and all the other shows to catch up. Check out my last few videos. This week in BFW either would have gone up yesterday or tomorrow, depending on when I get this up. I don't know whether I get this up before War Games or I'll leave it till Monday. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, see you all in the next one.